Welcome back, everybody. Mark here from Mark Builds Bricks. Another fantastic Funwhole set. This was a really smooth build. We're checking out the Twilight Motel F9054. It's just a little over 1,970 pieces, and we're going to do a full review. Stage by stage and at the final build. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the review.
Welcome.
All right, so the manuals are absolutely look great. We do get two manuals. The first manual is a decent thickness, which basically builds most of the main floor. That's pretty much it. And then the second manual is a little thicker, which takes care of basically everything else for this build. But standard Funwhole on the logo at the top, name of the set, the set number, how many pieces, 16 plus. QR codes in the bottom corners on both, so you can download the digital version of the manuals. In the other bottom corner, we have the road trip, because that is part of the theme that it is, and it's the Twilight Motel. And of course, we have the absolute gorgeous picture of it on the front. Inside, on the one that I got, we did get a little bit of an explanation at what comes inside bag S, which is like a door, two doors, a window or a window piece, and some two pieces of small fabric that represents curtains. And of course, we have some different types of rods and a transparent rod or tube itself. And of course, our two different 16 by 16 pieces, and of course, two small little window pieces that were packed in the F bag and not with the rest of the pieces going over. On the other side, it does just let you know that you can add on yellow lights in the front if you wish to do that. It comes in a separate bag with just those two little pieces as well. So nice little touch for that. As you can see, nice, gorgeous picture of the car with the motel in the background. Really, really good. And then, of course, we have a nice little story part about the couple here, the biker and the young lady. Also, the bartender inside on the ground floor. A really cool jukebox build that we do build inside here. And, of course, the pool table, which has a strobing light effect near the table itself. And of course, standard Funwhole goes through of the battery box, the connectors, and all that type of stuff. And inside each of the electronics packages or the light packages, it shows you what kind of connectors and what is in each one, so you can make sure that you got all the right stuff in there. And of course, it goes through to make sure, batteries, how to gently play with the wires and stuff like that so you don't pull anything. A little warning of we normally get with this. And then bags 1 to 5 basically build the whole main floor and the balcony and the stairs. Color coding or color wise inside the instructions were very well done, very easy. I had no issues going through this whole thing trying to figure out what color was what for any of the pieces. It was very well done, very easy to follow. This was like a really, really smooth build. Just be mindful this stage. A little bit fragile with that stairs. I'll just give you a heads up on that. That's book 1. Book 2, like I said, picks up from there. Bag 6 and on to bags 11 basically builds the rest of the building. As you can see, even the off-white was coming off nicely in there, so it was the ivory pieces that you were working with. Pretty straightforward. Then you have the whole roof section, putting the sign together, the bike together, the tree together, and then the last part of the build is, of course, the car. Another fantastic picture with all the lights on as they normally put in place. And then no Easter eggs. Didn't see anything new in the back. Funwhole, please put an Easter egg back in the manuals. So those are the manuals. Let's take care of the build. All right, so minifigure time. So here are the minifigures that we do get with this set. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 minifigures. We do have an extra helmet for the biker dude because he's got his hair on at the moment. But basically, a 70s vibe to all this as well. As you can see, we get the Here we got the three in the front. We have the two gentlemen and the lady. Nice print pieces as always on the torsos. Looking really, really good. It's some of it also has a bit of a 70s feel to them as well. The ones in the back, we do have like kind of the Afro type scenario. Their outfits have that typical, late 60s, early 70s type piece out hippie type moves, because they have their like little headbands as well that are printed on and stuff like that. But very good looking, great facial expressions, absolutely looking really great. Like as I said, the guy on the end here, this one here in the black, he does have a helmet that we can put on him as well. So if you want to display him on the actual motorcycle, but all in all, like as I said, great printing on the fronts and the backs, and good looking minifigures. All right, so bags 1 or stage 1 completed for the Twilight Motel. It is going to be a decent size. Here to here, if you can see, here to here, that's 32 by 32, and then you've got the add-on. So yeah, so it is going to be a little bit bigger than the standard 32 by 32 set. But you can see the hotel's going to be here. We do have a nice little drive-in area on this side as well. We have a nice little flower greenery area at this end, which is kind of nice. Probably a street sign or some sort. We don't know yet. It's going in that area, but I think the main hotel is going to be in this corner of the build. So there you have it. That is the base of everything done in stage 1. So let's keep going and let's see what we get with stage 2. Completed. Stage 2 completed. Not too much added drastically, but basically a setup of like a bar lounge area inside the motel. We do have a nice little gate door here, open and close near the bar. We got, looks like possibly 2 soda machines. Who knows? It does have a 70s feel to this for sure. A great jukebox. This is absolutely great jukebox radio type scenario. That is a absolutely fantastic build. And of course, we have a cool little pool table in this section as well. That's pretty much it for the stage 2 at the moment. So let's continue on and let's keep on going. Stage 3 completed, bags 3 completed. We got some walls up and some doors and some nice window. Basically, and a lot of print pieces. Like there's a lot of printed pieces already. So basically, this is what it's going to look like. Let me just zoom out a little bit for, whoop, that's the wrong way. There you go. This is what it's basically going to look like on the base, the main floor. We got some nice doors. By the way, in the instructions, the doors are supposed to be available, but they're actually sitting in a separate bag in the bag S package. So look inside there where all the base plates were and stuff like that. You'll find the window, the one window and the 2 doors in that little bag there, because they kept them nice, no scratches, very clean, looking good. On this side as well, we've got a bunch of printed printed pieces on the wall, as you can see, and by the pool cues and stuff like that. Maybe some Easter eggs. Don't know. Who knows? Because one of them says race champion Jason Bolt, and it's got an interesting looking car. The other one's road trip, which I think is sort of this hotel. Not 100%, but could be. Never know. And then on the actual wall with all the printed pieces with the clock and everything, you got Dad's truck, and there's another truck. So maybe not. We potential Easter eggs of what could be coming as well. There's a nice little printed piece beside the jukebox as well, right there beside the door. Inside, this looks like a little garage and stuff like that. There's like a little fire extinguisher in the corner and stuff like that. I actually don't mind this kind of sandy brownish color. It's kind of cool. Kind of sets the mood, but it's definitely a 70s feel as we were going through this build. All right. Let's keep going into the next section of the build. All right, so bag 4 stage 4 is completed. Most of it was basically to fill in some of the gaps and start doing the cable work for the first set of wires or the first set of lights that we do put into the set, which basically is part of the bar back here. So most of the build is this bar, as well as filling in some of the gaps in the wall from the previous stage. But basically, this bar has got 3 lights, 1 in each section. As well, we have our power jumper plate here. So everything goes inside here, comes out the side. And then there you go. The piece that's on this side of the wire goes into the back of this wall, and it runs all the way down this part of the wall and then pops out back to this area right here, right by the garage, coming out the back. My guess is we're probably going to have the battery pack right about here, because it looks like there's 4 studs to attach a battery pack here, as well putting in the jumper connector, because there's 4 studs in the back here, and then boom, boom, boom. All good, because we have on this side as well, we're going to have the big neon sign as well for the motel when we're done. So looks like all the wires are going to come to this corner of the building as we go through. All in all, that's pretty much it, but the bar does look really, really good. Can't wait to see it lit up. All right, we're all the way up to stage 5, and we've completed a nice little balcony on this side with some tables and chairs. Luckily, when I was building the chairs, I thought they were just going to be hanging out there, not stuck to anything, but there's some transparent pieces with a stud that you can actually put them in place, so they don't wobble around, and they stay put, which is good, because I just don't want anything loose on that floor. Also, we built the stairwell going up to the second floor. Just a heads up, while you're building this and trying to push any pressure at this point right here, it will bend this piece and it will shoot off. Make sure you've got your hands in place holding this in, and then push the plate on nicely, because it's only being held by 2 studs at this part back here. So yeah, you're just gonna fly it off a bunch of times. We got a nice little printed piece under here as well, and a nice printed piece here going arrow up to the second floor. So that is it for that stage. So let's continue on. We have completed the next stage as we're going through, and this is more of the second floor. So we have a couple of the motel rooms detailed. As you can see, you can tell where walls are going to be, because it looks like we have a small little bathroom in each motel room. We have a phone with a nice printed pieces for the dial. Both TVs are slightly different, but basically the same type of build, with the old 70s rabbit ears, or the antenna for getting a good reception. But there's printed pieces in each of the TV sets. How cool is that? Both beds are actually quite similar builds, but slightly different in looking, which gives a little bit more character to each of the rooms, which is great. And then this one has a small little chair as well. In that part of the room. Part of the balconies, I guess, is set up as well. But that's the basis so far, starting on the second floor. So let's continue on, and we'll get to the next section. Another stage done, and more walls for the upper floor. I'm really liking this ivory off-white color tone. It really makes the kind of like the dark minty green really stand out, as well as the browns stand out nicely. And of course, inside with the kind of like the orangey-ish brown floors, it's looking really good. Everything's done for the 2 rooms at the most for the stage, so all the detail is inside. We do have printed pieces, as you can see, nice little peace sign graffiti. Like, as I said, there's a 70s feel to this whole set. So this might be like the carryover from the 60s into the 70s. Like, as I said, there's printed pieces on both TVs. Looks like the bathroom has like a little curtain rod inside, as you can see, right in this area, little shower head, which goes right above the toilet, basically, almost. And then you got like a nice little shower, a couple of tiles on the wall to represent like a small towel and a large towel. Both rooms do have their own shower, as you can see, and kind of bathroom area. This room also has some extra kind of like window decoration for hanging drapes scenario there, where this one we don't have it at the moment. So my guess is this one will get decorated in the next stage. All in all, it's looking really good. We have a nice, beautiful map and Route 00 printed pieces here on the wall, as well. South Needles, parking, and double arrow signs on this side of the wall as well. It is looking really, really good. The build has been fantastic up to this point. Nothing extraordinary. We only have the one set of wires on the main floor at the moment. My guess is the way this is all set up right now, we're getting prepped for the second level for the wiring to be put in place so we can light both rooms up. So let's keep going, and we'll check out the next stage. Okay, at this stage, which is now stage 8 of the build, you basically finished touching up the second floor walls and stuff like that. As well, you put in all the wire management pieces in place and a big set of wired lights that basically run around the whole top as well. It also lights 1, 2, 3 lights on the bottom, and of course we've got the power jumper plate as well in place. Looking good. This is going to be pretty cool. This feature here that goes right around with this transparent tube that goes across, that it actually is going to get lit up by 2 lights, one at each corner. That's going to feed lighting through here. Similar idea like they did on the Cyberpunk apartment to get the glowing tube. So it's going to be pretty cool that they're going to do it on this set as well. All we need to do now for this is attach it to the base. So here we have the base, and we just need to pop this on. So up, over, place, line that up, pop that in. Power jumper needs to go in. There we go. Second area. All right, and there we have it. This is what it's going to be looking like with the second floor on at the moment. So it's actually looking pretty good. It's actually a little bit bigger than I thought. I actually thought it was going to be a little bit smaller of a build, but it is a nice size. So there we have it. The second floor is now attached on, and we just need to finish up the roof and get the rest of the lighted signage, and we should be good. Everybody, we have completed the Twilight Motel. And I gotta say this was a really smooth build. We'll talk about the sign. It looks absolutely gorgeous, but it's fragile. We'll get to that in a second. But all in all, this looks really, really, really good. We even got a car. Nice little 70s vibe car with its own batteries and stuff for the lights. And we also have a motorcycle for the motorcycle dude, which we'll talk about the minifigures also. We'll get into this, and we won't really take it fully apart because you can take the roof off. You can take the second floor off and stuff like that. So if you actually watched my review from start, you would have seen all the detail inside each one of those. Also, there will be a video montage of the building, and we might take everything apart for that montage as well. So stay tuned for that as well. I'm going to move the car out of the way. We'll get the motorcycle out of the way. Let's look at this beast. This is absolutely looking great. As I said, I like this like soft minty green color, and the building has got a mixture of like an off-white ivory color on the second floor, and a very, very light brown, more of a darker tan for the main floor itself, which gives it great contrast to everything. We got some little masonry bricks periodically through everything. No back doors on the back, but we'll get into that in a second. Look at the lighting. Look at all this awesome paneling. We actually have a wheel up here with some lights behind the wheel itself. Nice little arrow system. We have a nice little lit light here that's lighting up this nice printed. Again, all printed pieces that you see here as well. There's no stickers at all. We do have underneath the overlay or the overhang over here, we do have a purple light being shone on each end through a transparent tube, like the cyberpunk apartment. So that gives a nice little touch for underneath there. On the balcony side, we have a nice little table and chair with some stuff as well. We have a little cart for room service to replace your towels and clean up the hotel rooms. On this side, in as you can see, not too much on this side. It's pretty straightforward plane, so you can put this up against another building. You're not going to really find anything. In the back, we have the battery box. It is also USB, so you can actually take the battery box right out and plug the USB cable directly into a USB bank. All the connectors are right here. All the wires for everything. There's only two main sets of wires that actually turn all these lights on, and then you got the one extra. Sorry, you got three sets of lights and one for the USB cable. So it's all plugged in right into here. Cable management is pretty much really well done in certain areas, and a little different way to build it as well with the cable management, as you would see in the staged parts of the video that we've already done. But that's the back. Nothing opens up in the back in any way, shape, or form. This side is a nice little driveway coming into this little garage area. As you can see, nice little corner for the car to go right into there. The sign itself, we're going to zoom into that. That sign is gorgeous. It's lit up really, really nicely, but it is very fragile. Anything that knocks it, as you can see, very easily to dislodge it at this point. There is a plate that does attach to the railing of this, and then there's two pipes in the back that you attach it to like the air conditioning power unit or whatever it's supposed to be, that sits behind it. But since it is very wide and up high, it is very fragile. So be careful when moving it and knocking this, because we got wires going straight down in the back of the sign. And let me get there we go, focus. We got the wires going on in the back and stuff like that. So if it does snap off and fall, you might pull a wire, or it's just going to hang by the wire, depending on how you display it. Other than that, we do have a little nook in the back. Ooh, we almost hit it on the microphone. We do have another balcony here with a nice little light powered onto there as well, for a nice little eating spot for that hotel room. Each hotel room has its own bathroom, shower, and if I can do this, there you can see the flashing light that's going above the pool table inside. I'm going to slightly turn the light off so you can actually see. There we go. So now you get a better idea of how the lights and how it looks with the lights on and stuff like that. Absolutely looks great. I'm going to move this to the side here. Move that slightly out of the way. Here is the car that you build for this as well, which has its own watch batteries on the bottom. So two can't remember the name of it. But yeah, so two watch size batteries, one upside down, one right side up for positive and negative underneath there. This just attaches on the bottom. That's the cable management on the bottom of the car. Pretty straightforward. You do get an extra set of transparent yellow pieces in a separate bag like this, so you can attach them on top of this, so you can get yellow headlights if you wish to do that. And in the back of the car, as you can see, nice good rear tail lights. Rolls nicely. None of the wires, none of the battery box gets in the way in any way, shape, or form. So it's a great looking car. Motorcycle. Let me zoom in for you for this little guy. So here is the motorcycle itself. Basically two main pieces, that the chrome part of the frame of the motorcycle, and the black piece that goes over it to give you the fenders around the wheels, and then you slap on a nice little transparent 1x1 round, and we have a little like the water pistol gun for the kickstand. Everything rolls nicely, looks pretty good, and yeah, so that's basically it. There's no batteries, no nothing on this. That would be interesting if they would have lights on something this small. I have no idea, but yeah. So that is it. Again, if you are looking to purchase this absolutely fantastic Twilight set. I do recommend check out the description because we'll have the links in the description for you with my affiliation link so you can help out the channel as well. If it is not on sale, which is very rarely something is not on sale at Funwhole's website, they always have some type of discounts going on. But if it is not on sale, there's a cheeky 10% code that you can actually use, MBB10, as the Mark Bill's BRIX 10, and that will save you some 10% off everything that you buy with when you're clicking on that link and shop. So again, thank you very much for supporting the channel. Like, comment, subscribe, all that other fun stuff that we ask you to do. Share the video out, and we'll see you guys in the next review.